So for the ACT science section, there's 7 passages with 35 minutes total, and there's 40 questions. So you have 5 minutes per passage, so that's really only 1 minute per question. So you have no spare time at all, and you need to work fast but accurately to get the highest score possible. So you'll have all this information for each passage, and what you want to do is ignore everything and go straight to the questions, and then in your question, it'll direct you to data that you can use to answer the question. So, for example, in this problem, experiment 2, at which of the following temperatures did all the liquids tested have the same volume? So we go to experiment 2, which is labeled, here's experiment 2, and then figure 2 right here. This graph talks about temperature, so we need to find which temperature did all the liquids tested have the same volume. So rise of the liquid in millimeters, that is like volume, so we're looking for a value of temperature where this is the same for every graph, or every liquid. So where they're all the same is right here, and that temperature is 20. So our answer is 20 degrees Celsius. For our next question, we have a scientist has hypothesized that as the temperature of a gas is increased at constant pressure, the volume of the gas will also increase. Do the results of experiment 3 support his hypothesis? So we go to experiment 3, and we look at the data in experiment 3, which is this. And we're looking for, as temperature increases at a constant pressure, the volume will also increase. So is this true according to the data? Well, as temperature increases, the volume is going up. So yes, this is true. So we can eliminate those two answers, and we have yes and yes. So yes, the volume of all gases tested in experiment 3 increased as temperature increased, well, maybe. And yes, although air decreased in volume, when the temperature increased, nitrogen and methane volume both increased. Well, we have air, nitrogen, and methane as our 3 gases, and they're all increasing, so the volume of all the gases tested increased as temperature increased. So A is our answer. And we did all those questions without reading a lot of stuff. So just as an example, we're able to do all those questions without reading any of these, and just by going straight to the data. And that's what you need to do in the science section. Just look at the data, and then interpret the data, and then use that to answer the question.